So I'll go ahead. I'll sit down, wiggle against everyone against me because I'm taking up too much space. Flip the helmet up.
There's not bar stools. This is just a bar.
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm
standing
leaning
bar.
against it then. Same difference. And I'll just say like, you know what? Give me one of everything. I'm gonna make friends today.
And the
One of everything.
Taryn, the bartender says, would you like your usual?
Usual? What's the usual?
Make a
No, they know your usual. That's what's weird.
It's out of 10.
streetwise
Is
check.
it? I don't know what's weird.
This Wookiee is oblivious.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a streetwise check.
Sure. Streetwise.
Well, this sounds fun.
Bam. Oh, hey. Failure. But
Hey.
Failure, but there are advantages to failing.
Oh, Taryn.
I have no idea what's going on, but I'm
It's like,
clearly
oh,
saying the
I
right
mean,
thing.
You have never been to this cantina. How do they know your usual?
but he doesn't question it.
Yeah, I'll have a couple of those too.
Okay.
Those two as
Playing it up.
well.
He.
Oh yeah, sure.
She actually reaches under and pours a very significantly looking beverage
Mhm.
that you've only seen in one place, and she places it before you.
All
It's like
right,
he's
I'll go
trying
ahead.
to tell you
Cheers.
Nice.
Yeah, my favorite.
My favorite. Cool.
So
Get all your way
you
to
did
get
get
this
free
free.
boost dice. Would you like to spend those to get that your character actually isn't that dumb?
I mean,
no, I
think
want
we
to spend
go
that on
with it.
charm.
Okay.
I want to
Okay.
spend that on the incoming charm.
So let's go ahead and have you roll a resilience check.
Oh no.
Okay.
For the drink itself.
So just
Burns
plain
all over
resilience
Oh, that's
here.
why I don't drink. My resilience is 1.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
I'm a big guy.
You
He's drinking.
you love this. I mean, and you're like, man, I haven't had a beverage this good since Nar Shaddaa.
Whoa.
Yeah,
One
it's funny they
drink and I
made this all
actually
the way
do.
out here.
And the bartender laughs and says, they don't. I have to have it specially imported from
Oh wow!
Nar
You know, maybe
Shaddaa.
we ought to start doing that run. You know?
No,
I feel like
it's-
at this point she's just winking at you.
Taryn.
You're just not looking.
Taryn.
Oh, can you step in and help
Yeah,
him?
please,
Karen.
please save me.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And she's just going to point directly at her face, point to Taryn.
Grab his
Uh-huh.
head and turn him.
Taryn, are you seeing this?
Yeah, I see her right here. She's working. What do you need, Otho? Come on.
Do
Here,
humans
look,
look that
this
similar
one.
to you, Taryn?
Now,
Does
here's
this
Do you
look
look
familiar?
that similar?
here's the thing. She is wearing one of those like really halter
Yeah, like the
halter tops and really attractive
bartender uniform.
scantily clad like all the
Oh
strippers.
my
So it's possible that
goodness.
Taryn as a Wookiee would not recognize one scantily clad woman from another.
Oh, they wear slightly different clothes. I don't understand. I was just identifying everybody by their like hair shape and their clothes.
Their fur is different.
Okay,
Oh,
I just had a makeover. I'll never know who she is now.
The fur is different. Your head fur is differently shaped. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Like facial recognition software.
It is now canon. Wookiees cannot recognize humans if they change clothes.
Everyone's gonna be like, Taryn, you're just wearing
you,
a different
Kathleen.
bandolier. Why do you think that's going to work?
No, I
Jeez.
put extra grease in my fur.
Not even oil grease.
Wow.
Oh.
No, oil's
So,
for those.
Otto, what are you doing?
She's gonna kind of lean up on the bar. Well, hello there, bartender. What brings you out to this place?
You can call me Sarah. and
Ah.
I found out that there was potential for a job here, so I came out and was able to um, and she kind of does the clearing of the throat and says, negotiate a salary.
All right. Pretty prestigious location, I guess. Can see the appeal. Huh. What you got?
You want the same?
Sure.
She pours one of these beverages for you. Now, there are people around you, and they're looking at this, and they're going, "What is it you're getting? What is that? That looks interesting."
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, here, try
And the
a sip,
bartender
buddy.
says,
We're friends now.
"You don't want that. It's much too strong for you."
It's too
But
strong
they're
for China.
all really interested in it, and so she starts, handing it
Native
out.
people on Drummond
Yeah.
Cross can't hold their liquor.
Now, here's the thing. Okay, you know how strong this is, right?
Yeah.
In fact, go ahead and roll, Otho.
Watch me fail resilience.
I mean, you've only had one, so
Ah.
Oh no.
it
Even
is
Stevens.
definitely tipsy. You are tipsy. These guys that try it are like, whoa,
Wheeze.
Out.
Whoa.
what the heck is that? Anyways, it's pretty humorous for you guys that have actually
Eats liquor.
had this before.
They can't handle the juice that makes you explode.
So she says, "What are you guys doing here? What can I help you with?"
Oh, just a little fun, a little business.
Well, actually, seeing as you're a certified employee in the place, there's a what's his last name? A Mr. Owen. And Mr. Owen Ismarin, who actually supplies this place, and we're wondering, all that supply needs to have some sort of documentation. Would it be possible to look at that?
Well, that's a little above my pay grade,
Mm.
but I could see if he's available for a meeting.
Oh, meeting.
That'd be good. That'd be pretty good.
So she says, "Well, you guys wait here, and I will send up the request for you."
All right, appreciated.
Okay. So what are you doing while she's doing that in the meantime?
Alright, we need a quick plan, Otho.
Well,
At least one of us meets with him. Someone else needs to be able to distract him and get him out of the office afterwards.
wait, are we trying to sneak into the office now? No.
Hey, if it's right here, right now, why not?
I mean, if she can point us in the right direction.
But hold on, the elevator is the only way on the record up there. So if you want to get up there out of the elevator, you have to go up in like a vent or
Scale the
something.
building.
Scale the building on the outside.
Bazza, you want to try to race us up there? I don't know.
I wasn't expecting a meeting so soon.
Can we get Green Guy back over here?
He's got a comm link. I keep giving him.
Does have a comm link.
He does?
Like I said, I keep giving them to him.
He doesn't seem that.
But comm links retain their value.
Not when they're throwing the trash, I
Oh.
don't think.
Okay. I was planning on doing this mostly through the paperwork, but that might turn out to be a bit of a problem.
Alright. Otho,
Just make sure you
Yeah.
act oblivious.
do you do the hand wavy thing? The thing.
Not really. I'm
A little thing.
I might influence people a bit. I'm not really sure. It could just be because of my charming
Or are you-
personality. But
Clearly
Are you
it
able
is.
to fly some paperwork into your hand? and slip it into your pocket?
I mean,
Not
technically, yes.
quite enough there, I don't think.
Could we get a button camera on this station? You think that'd be possible?
As Theta
you-
points out, ships have comm systems,
No, like a.
so you
Uh,
could call him.
Yeah,
We
you
could
can
call
call
him.
him one.
I mean, if he's the one that's good at smooth talking, he can just make up a story for why we're here.
Mm.
Well, it's not really so much the story part as much as we need to get some alone time with this stuff.
Yeah, we need the plan. We need the plan. Okay.
As you guys are talking, Shellis comes
I don't-
back over to you and says, Sarah comes over to you and says, "Hey, where's your Fraulein friend?"
Oh, he wasn't interested in the lack of payment of this particular job.
I mean, I can't fault him for that.
I
I'm
guess,
sure we
yeah.
could arrange some sort of payment for him. I mean, you guys are rich,
Is
right?
there... Hmm.
I mean, technically, yes.
So is he.
Hey, if he doesn't want to do a favor for a friend, then I mean, he doesn't have to.
I mean, if you're rich, you just want to be richer.
He's just as rich as us, though. Unless there's some sort of job we can pick up while we're here.
Well, you think that it's very possible that there might be other bounties on this particular space dock.
There you
I
go.
could go,
Yeah, no.
I could go and check the bounty board, but I think that's mostly murder stuff.
Murder stuff.
I can go look at it.
Yeah.
No, I'll go take a gander.
So,
All right.
I would assume at this point, like after Othos walked away, Othos finally said that's Chillis at some point.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. The Taryn will just beat himself over the head a bit for that, but
Now, even though they pointed it out to you, Taryn, it still does not look anything like Shellis. This
I
is
still don't
not
believe it.
This is not the girl that you've seen before. It's not just her clothes.
Baza, I want you to stay down here and come up with a disaster.
Well,
Okay,
what?
I can do that, but why?
Chalice, Otho and I are going to go up and talk, and we'll be
name's
the
Sarah.
ones up there talking. Oh, Sarah,
name's
I'm
Sarah.
sorry. Sarah,
Thank
that's right.
It's okay.
We're gonna go up and talk. And at some point, this man is going to cause a problem that demands his attention.
That's a pretty good idea.
Ooh.
When that
okay.
happens, could you bring it up to him and have him deal with it personally?
I mean, I can send it up the chain. Like I said,
That's all I need.
I don't deal directly with the men.
Well, as long as he can get up there quickly.
I'll put a rush on it.
Good, wonderful.
She says, I did hear back though, and it will be at least 3 hours before it can be available.
Okay, good.
Good. So we got some time.
I thought she was about to walk over and be like, "Yeah, he's ready for
He's
it."
on his way, and I was like,
As a get creative, I am going to go
I'm
look for that
feeling
button
it.
cam.
I'm glad I have the
Now-
firearm.
There are cameras
Mhm.
all
Yeah.
over the station.
I'm like,
Oh yeah.
It's not
But-
stopping people from doing stuff, but there are cameras everywhere.
but we're just like thinking there probably isn't one in his room.
No, the
Maybe
idea
not.
of this is if all
Yeah.
else fails, at least then we have a private spy camera in this administrative office.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to rush finding one of those as quickly as I can. What kind of rarity and price do you think that would be? Because I don't think that would be a standard piece of equipment anywhere.
So a button cam is about 180 credits,
hmm
and the rarity is so low that it's not that going to be that hard to find one. The problem is that they're restricted, so you're going to need to make a streetwise check.
Okay.
Fortunately, their rarity is so low, it's a single purple. So go ahead.
Cool.
Right. I hardly think I can fail. I'm just gonna double check my abilities.
I mean, you failed every check so far.
Look, hey, I didn't get drunk.
That's true. That's true.
But I do have black market context. I'm gonna see if that changes anything. That reduces
that
rarity by
reduces-
1, but it's so low anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it possibly could make it a simple check, which would get rid of the purple. So
Sure, you know what? I'll pay 100. I'll pay 50% increase on it of 180.
Mr. Moneybags over here.
60 credits extra.
Yeah, basically, I'm paying 270.
270. Yeah, cool.
Okay, so I'll do that. I'll make it simple, no opposing dice, and I'll just go ahead and hit streetwise.
Yep. All you have to do is get a success.
Congrats!
Singular success. Look at me, guys. Look at me.
Okay, with the advantages, do you want to spend that in a certain way, or do you want to
Make the button cam extra sneaky.
or do you want to gain some additional information about the guy?
I'd love additional information. I love information.
Okay, so you basically, while you're schmoozing this guy, are asking around for the button cam. You gain some additional information. This Owen guy, or whatever his name is, because I don't.
Owen.
Mm-hmm.
He is pretty much like he's one of these greasy bureaucrat types, right?
Mm.
And all of the people that you talk to hate this guy.
Oh
But
boy.
They also like the fact that they can pretty much get away with anything they want to because he's the administrator.
Ah, I see.
So as you can tell, you are starting to understand why someone might want to replace him. The other piece of information you are given in the time that it takes you to find and purchase a button cam is that the Owen is basically the nephew to a sitting member of the Dark Council.
Oh, yeah, can't have him sitting around anymore then. I see.
Mm.
So the motive is
So
becoming clear.
there's the reason why someone is willing to get you guys to come in here and take care of the situation without any paper trail to anyone at all. Because and you know this because one, you're smart, and two, or cunning, you know that if this is truly what's going on, the Dark Council member may be the one actually sending this information, wanting you guys to take care of the situation. Or it could be a rival to the council that is looking to
embarrass.
Well, you don't think it's trying to embarrass necessarily, because you don't
in their
go
power.
out of your way to embarrass a Dark Council member, because people tend to end up dead after doing something like that. So it's possible that they're just trying to make sure that his power base is limited in certain aspects, which an administrator on this particular hub would be quite a bit of a big deal for anybody, even including a Dark Council member.
Okay, so that's pretty clear then. So I think now I am going to go ahead and contact Zool.
Okay.
Zool, phone, ship phone.
Ship phone.
Yeah.
Car phone.
Exactly what it's called in Star Wars.
Ring-a-ling-ling-a-ling.
Hey, Zool.
What's up?
I got 2 possible jobs for you. You interested in hearing them? They pay.
So long as they're not suicidal.
Well, hopefully neither of them are. One possible job is you can bore someone to death for me. I need you to talk to someone until they are tired of listening to you long enough for a distraction to happen elsewhere. The other job is that there's going to be a small disaster, and I need you to keep Baza out of trouble, or at least talk your way out of it somehow. Which of those jobs do you think you would like?
Which one pays more?
We'll have to negotiate on that. What's your call-in price today?
Well, what's the risk of danger?
Low.
In the first scenario, almost nothing. In the second one, yeah, maybe someone roughs you up.
I've got an idea in a second that I'll...
800 credits.
All right, and which one do you want to take?
You're saying the first one is the least dangerous, or the second one is the least dangerous?
Yeah.
First one is the
First
least
one.
dangerous.
I'll do the first one then.
Okay, so you're coming with me. I will go ahead and give you 800 credits, taking that off my sheet.
I figure that's enough for a deal in at a sabacc table.
Yeah. And then of course I'll return and find Otho and go, Otho, I managed to get Zool in on this, and he has agreed to at least help me deal with upstairs. Do you want to actually be up there, or do you maybe want to make sure Baza doesn't get his face punched in?
Hold on. While this was going around, while they were going around and gathering more information, I wanted to, because he's wanted. Well, he's not wanted. He's known for doing some very sketchy things, and I was wondering if I could figure out what exactly those were. What kind of things he has done.
Okay. Who are you asking, and what skill do you want to use?
I could use my position as a Sith to kind of menace people into telling me stuff they would not otherwise do. Use a bit of coercion. Won't make many friends, but I'm not planning on being here for a while.
You actually are. You think that wouldn't necessarily give you the information in the proper way or in this in the time frame you're looking at, right? Because coercing somebody to telling you something illegal is right.
Yeah.
And
okay.
if you show up as a Sith, people generally, especially in this thing, there are other Siths here. So you definitely see that those people that are Sith are actively avoided by people that are a little bit more on the promiscuous side.
Yeah, what about the lower side?
Although there are plenty of these strippers and dancers and hookers that are trying to catch their eye. None of them are actively like going up to them and trying to get in their face.
I was keeping their distance. All right, that makes sense.
So you're thinking that if you go and I don't know if you necessarily look like a Sith, but are you wearing your lightsaber?
Wearing the lightsaber, yes, but in normal garb, no robes or anything.
Then you're not being approached either.
Okay.
And you're hearing a lot of my lords and stuff like that.
Okay.
From people that get too close to you.
So would mingling using charm be a better option as opposed to trying to strong arm it out?
I mean, for sure, you're going to get a little bit more attention, and you do notice that as soon as any Sith go up to one of these guys, these strippers or anything, there is a throng around them pretty quickly, as if people are wanting to be seen mingling with Sith.
All right, then she's going to try to use that technique.
So that technique will probably, well, I mean, what do you want to do? How do you approach this? Basically,
she's going to sidle up to someone who either looks like a bit of a regular or looks like they are part of the staff of the actual canteen themselves. And she is going to start asking questions. It's like, I've heard some pretty crazy things about the administrator of this place. Now,
so here's the thing that you need to understand. I apparently have not made it clear.
Okay.
when you try to saddle up to anyone,
Okay.
they just scatter.
Okay.
They find somewhere else to be. The only people that are willing to let you approach them are these strippers and dancers.
Mm-hmm. And you said there were ones that had kind of throngs about them, right?
There are those that have throngs, but there are also those that have one or two is all.
Hmm. No one wants to talk to me.
I mean, they will talk to you if you approach it right.
Okay. What if we use alcohol to do things a bit better? What if we approach with Let's use some less savory tactics and saunter up to who seems to be a lonely bachelor with a couple of drinks, and try and strike up a quick conversation with him and steer that.
There are other Sith Lords that are sitting around.
That is true. That might be a lot easier. Let's grab one of those fellas. Drink in hand to seem less kind of threatening.
How drunk do you want this Lord to be?
Reasonably, but not to the point where you're incoherent.
Okay, I need you to make a perception check then.
Okay.
I'm not going to have you make a hard perception check with 2 upgrades for sure. We will have 2 black dice and 2 purple dice, so average with 2 setback.
Oh no.
It's generally a little bit more difficult to tell when a Sith is drunk as opposed to the normal.
Okay. Could I use the sense power to remove one of those setback die?
Sure.
Nice.
How many do you... I mean, just go ahead and remove it on your side, right? However many you can.
Sure, so remove. All right. And let's go. Oh, my cunning's not good.
Oh.
You find a Sith that has only 4 empty glasses in front of him, and you think that might be, knowing how hard it is to get you drunk.
Yeah.
You
probably
think
not.
this is probably the right person to go to.
Yeah. All right. Let's sidle on up then. Start making a little bit of small talk with this guy before we get down to the real brass tacks.
And you see him immediately look to your belt, seeing your saber, and he says, "You're new here."
Mm-hmm. Bit new, yeah. Yourself? Been here a while if you can spot a newcomer.
I frequent this area, yeah. This particular cantina. It's got some interesting people that come here.
I'm sure. Yeah, interesting people. Yeah, I noticed there's a lot of... The decor is quite unique, and the clientele does seem discreet. Like, who runs this place? Who can allow all this stuff to happen anyway? Someone probably pretty well kept, right? Someone who knows what they're doing.
Oh, yeah, that's that's Owen.
Oh, what makes us say that?
He just raised... The first thing he did when he came is he raised the price of all the beverages by 30%. I mean, that's not hard for me necessarily, but 12 drinks a night, it adds up.
Guys just wanted to keep out the riffraff.
It's not even that. I mean, he's letting all these these incompetent strippers in. He doesn't screen the prostitutes. I have to make sure that I use detoxify and keep track of my, remove all of my diseases every night.
Oof.
It's just getting really hard for a Sith to find pleasure. Passion.
Well, Sith without passions, nothing at all.
Exactly.
Yeah. Why do you think he does this? Is there anything weird about him in particular that you think would make him do that, or does he just love credits?
I mean, who doesn't love credits? But I mean, a Sith who does this, he's no Sith. He's a weasel, a coward.
Just looking out for his own back, huh? Sneaking around. Says the person who ran away. Anyway, yeah. Shit, I'm trying to think of something clever to say. Shit. I can't think of anything clever to say. Oh god. It's been too long.
Make a charm check.
Okay. Thank god.
Hold on. I was gonna because what were you specifically getting to this for? I kind of lost.
Basically trying to figure out what exactly this guy's personality is, and what vices he is known for, and such.
Don't roll that charm check right now, because you quickly become aware that this gentleman is too drunk, and he is just making shit up.
Oh dear. Well, that sounds fascinating, but I really should go.
Oh, okay.
So you don't find much.
No, unfortunately not.
Well, I guess to transition to later on,
yeah.
turns back to you and it's like, do you want to actually come up there with me, or do you think maybe you'd be better off down here making sure Bazza doesn't get in too much trouble?
Maybe as many of us as possible can go up there, but once we're up there, and it seems like
everything I need.
Seems like if Bazza might be in trouble, then yeah. Wait, are you coming up with us, or are you staying down here?
I'm going up, and I'm bringing Zool.
Okay, so if things get out of control, it seems like he does need trouble. There's nothing stopping one or two of us from going down. I might be able to weasel my way into staying in his room while he's not.
That's what I'm ultimately hoping for.
Yeah, and I'm not sure
if temporary distraction of a long discussion.
I think I should probably show up. Yeah. If we do end up needing to come down, I'll be happy to do that. Yeah.
All right. Mazza's on his own.
Dog.
Yes, dog. Cute dog. So I guess the question is, what's Bazza doing for his 3 hours?
Are there some shops that can sell munitions around here?
There's lots.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, if you're looking for weapons, this is where you go, because everything's discounted.
Ooh, okay. Well, that might make me want to actually look for a weapon, but first things first, I want to find a small remote explosive. How much would that run me?
Sorry, say that again.
Did it break up? I want a small remote explosive, like something with a trigger that I can activate later.
Complete silence. Absolutely stunned.
Yeah, this is not exactly giving me.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would
Turn to
have
look
like.
to my left to make sure that the camera
I
is still
would
going.
say this might be more extreme than I implied I
Couldn't
wanted
you-
you to do.
Couldn't you just like spill
Okay,
some
let
slime?
me let me I figured since this dude brings in all the alcohol, I could find wherever they're keeping the alcohol, slip something over there, and then have just a random explosion later, so they can't even trace it back
The
to me.
alcohol explosion.
Exploding alcohol,
Yes,
you would know.
it's a great
as it
idea. I know.
is not a good idea.
It's a great
Because
idea. He would need to
especially
come
if,
down.
I mean, you would have to be very careful of the explosives you use. There's a lot of chance of it getting out of hand, and you know that there's a lot of munitions and stuff around here.
Just
You
blow
might
each
you might
station.
actually create quite a chain reaction if you set explosive.
It'll be a small one. That's why.
It's basically like a blasting cap, right? A
Yeah.
blasting cap is a very small explosion, but if you put it in the right place, it
Maybe in
can
a
it can
Okay.
it can topple an
Hmm.
entire building.
My plan was I was gonna plant a small explosive over by the alcohol and then go to a sabak hand and be like, "This detonator will explode my ship," and putting it on the line. And I was gonna make someone else press the button.
I mean, if you want to make what's the check? Not skirmish.
Cause I can
Skullduggery check.
I'm skullduggery check. Okay.
Let me set up the dice pool, which is going to be a hard check, average check with a boost.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll. This is definitely one of the places where getting a distraction probably is not as hard as you're thinking it would be.
Yeah.
Just cause a bar fight.
You could cause a bar fight. You don't want to be part of the bar fight because you've read those rules, and they basically said if you bring out a fight, if you start a fight, you're basically in the hands of Inquisition until they decide what to do with you, type of thing, right? And it's not hard for Otho to say, I've heard of people being in Inquisition hands for years until they confess to something much more than they ever were accused of when they went in.
Basically, you don't want to get caught by Inquisition.
Okay.
So if you were to pull out an explosive and try something like that, that would definitely be
They'd have to see me do it though.
Yeah. You know that there's cameras everywhere. It's not a great idea to do something that. But if you were to whisper into somebody's ear and they were to think that somebody else didn't like them, I mean that might cause a bar fight.
It'd happen.
I mean,
or I could just tick someone off at Sabak.
Someone was dissing your fly girl.
Now you also are aware, because you got 2 successes, it's going to be a little bit more than a bar fight to bring down the administrator.
That's what I was thinking.
A bar fight that actually destroys the bar.
Step 1, buy disruptor pistol. Step 2, lose disruptor pistol and gambling. Step 3, get someone to pick a fight with the guy with the new disruptor pistol.
You know what? How much is a disruptor pistol?
I have no idea, but if you want to get that expensive, that's on you.
Let me go over
like
to this.
5,000 credits for a disruptor pistol.
Gosh, I mean, you said firearms are a little cheaper.
Oh, they are.
Oh no.
Oh, I guess they're only 3,000. So it would be probably 2,500. No, 2,250.
Okay. I don't know if I want to buy that to lose it though. I could.
You can always pick it up after.
Yeah,
Picking up
I'll buy it.
broken bodies from the massive fight.
All right. I'll buy a disruptor pistol.
Now,
I've got a sabak
this
deck
is
already. I've
restricted.
been waiting to use it.
This is restricted,
Yes.
and it's rarity 6. So
Yes.
you
I'm
are
gonna
going
have
to
go
need to make a
crystal shop.
streetwise.
Okay. Okay.
The difficulty would be, yeah, a 2. So 2 difficulty. You're not going to get a boost dice. In fact, you will get a 2 setback as well. So 2 setback.
Oh,
You are set. Average difficulty with
uncool.
2 setback. Streetwise. You do not
Okay.
find a disruptor pistol.
Shit.
The good news is you do it discreetly enough that nobody knows that you were looking for a disruptor pistol.
I just walk in. I'm looking around like. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Is there
Well-
any other really cool guns that I can see, like some heavy rifles that I can see here?
Buy something cheaper
Anything
but more available.
Any?
You name it, you can find it here.
Mm.
Including disruptor pistols, you just didn't find it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
If it's not
I'll
restricted,
just-
you can find it without any problem. But if it is restricted, you do have to check, look, and yeah.
Okay. I could instead get into this fight or into this area with some people and
Now
maybe
you're thinking a fight may not be the
that
right.
escalates.
Well,
No.
I mean, for it to escalate enough to bring the administrator down, you think it needs to be a full on, the entire cantina is gone into a riot type of.
Jeez.
Which is possible.
Yeah, it's pretty possible. I thought taking away their alcohol would be a good way of doing that.
Get a seismic charge. Spill
You
everyone's
could
drinks.
definitely do something to the
Charge on the
alcohol to impair the flow. That would definitely be something that the administrator would need to be called for.
Ooh, put the alcohol to give everyone the shits.
Or seal the way to the alcohol closed, or shut down the bar in some way.
Plant the alcohol
I
pipe.
mean, you do know the bartender of one of the bars.
That's true.
Yeah. All right, Bella, what are you doing? So I'm gonna go up to the bar. I'm gonna talk to what's her new name, Sarah. I'm gonna go like, hey, Sarah, it's been a minute. I've only met you once before, but it's good to see you're doing well.
Thank you.
I was wondering if you could, like, I'm thinking about making a little bit of a disruption up here. I could act a little bit extra drunk. I was wondering if you could go and say, all right, that's it.
Okay.
No more alcohol for.
Let me stop you for 1 second. Are you actually going up to the bartender of a busy bar and saying that out loud?
I don't know. Probably that's not the best idea.
Maybe ask her if she can take a break and.
Okay, yeah. Hey, whenever you got a moment, I wanna discuss something with you. There could be some money in it for you.
She kind of does a sideways glance and says, okay. And she turns to the droid and she says, B6, you take over for a bit. And all the people at the bar are just like, oh, when are you coming back?
Devastated.
And then she walks off with you. In fact,
Okay.
she walks and puts her arm around you and does the walking with her boyfriend type of walk away with you.
Squeeze. Very discreet.
And you see so many daggers eye daggers being thrown your direction. They're like,
I'm just giving the smug look, like, yeah.
Yeah.
That's me.
You start the riot.
and she walks up
start
to
the
one of
riot,
these one of these lifts, and it arrives right as she walks up to it, almost as if she's timed it.
Wow.
You walk onto it, and she takes you up to the next level up, which is the VIP area.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And she says, "Okay, this is a lot more quiet." You also
Okay.
notice that there's no cameras up here at all.
So I can say whatever I want to here. All right.
So she takes you to one of these chair tables, right? And she sits down and talks to you, and she sits with her body language like she's very into you, right? She's got that very attractive sit down, where, and everybody that is up here, and there's much fewer than downstairs, but everybody that's up here is looking in your direction still.
So I'm gonna need to talk a little bit under my breath here. Okay. So Sarah, how much is it worth you to, if I cause something to happen, that you would have to maybe stop the drinks being given out for a little bit to make everyone a little rowdy?
I mean, I know what you're doing here, so it's worth it to me to do it.
No real payment involved or needed?
I do not need your money.
Okay. Well, is are you looking to not have, are you kind of keen to not having this guy around much longer either, or?
I mean, that would be beneficial to me.
Okay.
Hence the
So
reason
if
why
I
I'm willing to do it without compensation.
okay.
Now,
So I
I
was thinking,
can't make the disruption happen. You'll have to do it.
yeah.
But if you go to the lifts over there, and you're above the level of the lifts now, they're quite a bit down. So she kind of points over there, and you can see if you go to that lift right there, and you go down one floor, and you look for portal 6D2. That is where the supply entrance is for the alcoholic supply. Does that make sense? So it's basically the storage and the way that you get to it from the berths, from the docks. So they
Okay.
can be refilled without having to interfere with the cantina itself.
So if I cause a disruption there, that's definitely going to require his attention.
Yeah, if you
Okay.
were to
If I stop the flow.
yeah, if you were to do something like even stop the because there is a lift up, like a bellhop.
Oh.
What's There's a droid that keeps the supply coming, and if you were to do something,
I like the sound of this. All right. So do some little slicing.
Hey,
too bad Goraz isn't here.
I can do
Goraz is
it.
living his best life.
I don't need no Goraz. I can do it. All right, and I look over and I say thank you. This is gonna make life a whole lot easier for you as well as for us.
Let's not make that common knowledge. And
I never said it would be.
she reaches over and gives you a kiss on the cheek and says, "Thanks, hon. Let's go back down. I need to get back to my work."
Alright, so I get back down there, assuming you guys aren't quite up yet, and I kind of go over to Darren and give a thumbs up, it's like I'm ready.
All right, thumbs up back to you, and we're just waiting for the meeting right now.
Mhm.
Okay, so you're gonna need to get into position,
Mhm.
Baza.
Okay.
So
Right.
is anybody going with them, or is it just gonna be him?
It's just gonna be him.
It's apparently just me. I can sneak around pretty good though, so I'm gonna try and get over there fairly unnoticed.
So some things about that stealth field generator you have.
Oh yeah.
It does not work for like thermal imaging. It will
Oh,
it will keep you from being seen by conventional optic arrays, but it won't stop you from being seen by thermal or some of the other.
and we're assuming since this place has so much security, they're gonna have some thermal.
You
Probably.
might want to verify that before you go in.
Mm.
So to do that, we're going to make a skullduggery check again.
Okay.
I am going to keep the 2 setback. It is going to
I'm
be
just
it is going to be 4 purple with 2 upgrades.
so I'm not gonna fail. Alright, you ready?
Does anybody want to help him with this?
By
I can provide some assistance and a quick distraction while he sets up, but I gotta rush back.
Yeah, I'll just go for it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
oh,
Interesting. Cool. So there is no thermal imaging on the cameras below.
Okay.
But you do find out that the door is secured with a not a biometrical lock, but some serious. You're going to need to get a code cylinder to be able to open the door.
Okay.
Now, the people that have these code cylinders are people who are pretty low on the food chain, including droids.
Oh. There'd be a data stick on the droid?
good.
You wouldn't think that they
Not
just
data
walk
sticks,
over
code cylinders.
yeah,
Okay.
the
Remember what code cylinders are? If you remember the Imperial uniforms of the Grand Moths and stuff, they have
Oh.
those cylinders on their uniform like this.
Yeah.
Some of them have 2 or 3, right? Those are code cylinders. They're
Mm.
basically RFIDs that open doors or give them access
Yeah.
to computer
I
systems.
thought that would just be an attachment on a droid though.
Not necessarily, because these droids have multiple purposes and they only have the code cylinders that they need for this specific job, and they have
Okay.
to pick that up, right? It's not something that they will have hard coded into their system because it changes
How hard
so
would it
often.
be to pickpocket one of these droids?
It would not be outside of your realm of possibilities, that's for sure. Probably I'd call it
I think I'm gonna try and
a 2
do that.
with 1 upgrade. In fact, I'm gonna use a dark side because I've got 4 of them, and I'm gonna get 2 reds basically.
Thanks.
Pleasure.
Just let it rip.
An avocado. Thanks. Hold on. Try and get into stuff. Or would that be skullduggery?
Skullduggery is pickpocketing, yeah. Or you could use coordination.
Hello?
Because
Okay. Just making-
pickpocketing is specifically getting stuff out of the pockets. These droids don't have pockets, so it's basically the code cylinder is magnetically adhered to their hull,
Yeah.
their chassis.
Uh-huh. We'll go with coordination. 'Cause I've got. Yeah, we'll try this out.
Wow.
Hey. It's mine. It's mine. So I have stick
Not only
now.
is it yours, but it's all yours.
Yes. So I.
Sorry, you don't play Guild Wars 2. You probably don't recognize that. It's mine, all mine. That's what they say all the time. It's hilarious. Anyways, go ahead.
Can I seal off the door with this? What if I just didn't want to go in there and just fry the door?
You have to get in and either stop
Break the control panel on the inside.
Yeah, you have to be able to stop because there's that what is it called? A bell of it. It's in
Bellhop?
old houses. It's an elevator that you can put stuff in. And then,
The
Dumbwaiter?
dumbwaiter. Yeah.
thank you.
Dumbwaiter. Oh, okay.
It's too small for a person.
Ah.
The droids go in. They come down, get the stuff that they need. They go back in, ride it back up,
Mm.
and
So
refill
I
the
can
stock.
fry it or something. Okay, so would I be able to fit in there since I'm small, or?
I mean, you can make a coordination check.
Oh, okay. Hit me with it. Let me know.
Now, the dumbwaiter just goes up to the cantina.
Oh, I'm at the bottom.
Yeah, you're
Or
at
am
the
I
bottom, right? Because you're basically the cantina's
yeah.
up here. You went below the level below. You're in. There's a storage room for the alcohol that they need,
Yeah.
and there's a dumbwaiter that
How
goes
hard would
between the cantina and the bars of the cantina.
how hard would it be to get inside that room? Happy
You
to get
just
well, we can
you
handle
just
it.
got the code cylinder to get in.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go in there and I don't know, shooting it would be the best option. Maybe it would. Try and just actually slice into it to be a little more discreet and if anyone else from inside.
Okay. So I'm assuming you're using your stealth field generator to avoid cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you have no problem getting in. You've got the code cylinder. You get into the room, and inside of there is basically you see this. It's not an R2 unit, right? It's not an astromech, but it's that size. It's more like a grunt droid type,
Okay.
but
Gonk.
smaller.
Okay. Can I plug into it and
It's
essentially
kind of a
fry it?
higher functioning loader droid.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you
So
can just
essentially send a DDoS overloaded sprain.
that
Not
might be a little
exactly the
hard
right
to,
words there, but we get what you mean.
yeah.
Yeah, overload sprain.
It's really
Is that a
hard
little bit
to
above my
do denial of
skills?
service with only one terminal. Sorry. Yeah, you
Or can
just
I
make a
just
skullduggery check. I mean,
Okay.
I don't want to drag this out too much, so
Yeah.
let's just make it a
If this doesn't
little
work,
bit
I'll
of a
just shoot
skill
it.
challenge.
I mean, you could use one of our light side points as well.
I'm gonna do that.
Jugger those skulls. Oh, nice.
Okay. So go ahead and make a skullduggery check to know what's going to work.
Does the light side point give me a boost, or does it give me?
Yeah, you'll want to
an upgrade?
upgrade your check once because of
Okay,
using the light side point.